Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. Friends, in this video, I'll solve the model question paper of second semester BBA General English under Bangalore City University. The question paper will have the weightage for 80 marks and the duration for the examination will be for 3 hours. So before we start the model question paper discussion, let's have a glance at the syllabus. You have 7 lessons in your literary components, that is Next Please, 9 gold medals, The Broker, The Luncheon, A Service of God, A Service of Love, Mumbai's Models of Excellence, Gender Equality is your issues 2. 7 lessons which will have the weightage for 50 marks, and the remaining 30 marks questions will be asked from the grammar component, that is reading comprehension, vocabulary, concord, reported speech, data interpretation skills, and paragraph writing. Let's also have a look at the QP pattern. From those 7 lessons, the questions will be asked like this: 2 marks, 5 questions, 5 marks, 4 questions, 10 marks, 2 questions. From the grammar, reading comprehension will be for 5 marks. Concord means subject-verb agreement, 5 marks. Reported speech, 5 marks. Vocabulary, 5 marks. Interpretation skills, there's a graph or the pie chart, 5 marks. And the paragraph writing with choice for 5 marks. Let's begin the discussion of the question paper. Section A, that is your 7 lessons, and those 7 lessons first will have discussion for the 2 marks questions. You need to attempt 5 questions out of 7. Question number 1: what does the poet mean by bad habits of expectancy? He means to say that harmful tendency to always wait for a better future instead of living in the present. That is the meaning of bad habits of expectancy. Question number 2: what unexpected event happened during the race in 9 gold medals? The smallest runner stumbled and fell, and the other 8 runners stopped to help him before they all finished the race together. What is the ironic about the woman's claims in eating lightly in the story The Luncheon? The woman who claims to eat lightly but actually orders and eats many expensive dishes, which is very contradicting to her own words. Mention at least 2 reasons as to why the old man wanted to buy a buffalo. The old man would like to buy a buffalo because his son was sick and the doctor advised that he should drink milk for nourishment. Second reason, the buffalo would provide a source of income for the family. Question number 5: how do Joe and Delia try to support each other? Joe works secretly as a fireman in a laundry's furnace room, and Delia works secretly ironing the clothes at the same laundry, but hiding the jobs to protect each other's artistic dreams. Question number 6: name a few prominent personalities who have visited the Dabbawalas. Prince Charles, Richard Branson, and the employees of FedEx or Federal Express. What champion does Emma Watson promote in a speech? I'm sorry, wrong. What campaign, not champion, what campaign does Emma Watson promote? She promotes a campaign titled He for She Campaign. He for She Campaign. So these are the 2 marks questions. Now we are moving to the 5 marks questions. Out of 6, you have to opt only 4 questions. Question number 1: how does Philip Larkin portray human nature in the poem? In the poem Next Please, Philip Larkin portrays human nature as being overly focused on the nature and constantly waiting for something better to happen. He says people develop bad habits of expectancy, which means they waste time hoping that life will reward them with success, happiness, or fulfillment. Using the image of people watching a sparkling armada of promises from a bluff, he shows now we imagine wonderful things approaching, like a ships full of treasures. However, these ships, that means our dreams and our expectations, are very slow. When they finally arrive, they bring only disappointment. They never stop to us, they never stop to give us what we want, and the moment they reach us, they become part of the past. Philip Larkin emphasizes that this hopeful waiting is often useless because none of these ships ever fulfill our hopes. Instead, he reveals that the only ship truly heading towards us is the black-sailed unfamiliar. That means one which is death. It comes silently and leaves behind a huge and birdless silence, which shows it brings an end, not a new beginning. So, through this image, Philip Larkin suggests that while we spend our lives expecting something wonderful, the only certainty is what? Is death. In this way, the poem presents human nature as hopeful yet foolish, always waiting for happiness in the future and failing to appreciate the present. Explain the significance of the title Nine Gold Medals. Another question. The title Nine Gold Medals is significant, important because it reflects the poem's message that true victory is not just about winning a race, it's about kindness and teamwork. In the poem, although one athlete falls during the 100-yard dash, the other eight runners stop and helps him instead of continuing the race alone. Together, all nine runners hold hands and cross the finish line. Because of their compassion and unity, they all receive gold medals. This shows that Special Olympics values supporting each other and sharing success over just competing to be the fastest, which is why the title celebrates all nine as the winners. Analyze Tansukh's character in the context of his struggle for survival and dehumanizing impact of poverty on him. Tansukh's character in the story shows the harsh reality of poverty and how it forces people to compromise their values to survive. He is a skilled worker who uses lies to make a living because he has no other way to support himself. Though he feels guilty about cheating others, poverty leaves him with no choice but to continue in this dishonest trade. His broken house and tired mind reflect how poverty drains his energy and hope. How poverty, just a minute, please hold it. How poverty, I'm sorry for the disturbance. Though he feels guilty about cheating others, and poverty leaves him with no choice but to continue in this dishonest trade. His broken house and tired mind reflect how poverty drains his energy and hope. When faced with the old man's request to help him to buy a buffalo for his sick son, Tansukh feels trapped between doing what is right and what is his usual deceitful way of earning. This struggle shows how poverty not only threatens his survival but also damages his dignity and self respect, making him feel helpless and dehumanized. How do the Dabbawalas work? Mumbai Dabbawalas explained in their speeches that their system is based on a very simple and very highly organized process. Number one, collection. Each morning, Dabbawalas collect lunch boxes, that's called dabbas, from the customers' homes. Secondly, they mark each dabba with a simple color and simple symbol code to indicate the pickup point, destination, and recipient. This code is very easy to understand and helps to avoid the confusion. Third, at a local hub near railway station, Dabbawala sort these lunch boxes based on their destination. Next, fourth, they transport the dabbas using bicycles and Mumbai suburban trains. Final delivery, upon arrival at the destination station, they sort the dabbas again and deliver them to the office. Finally, after lunch, the empty boxes are collected and sent back to the homes the same way. So this is the strategy the Dabbawala uses here. What are the key arguments presented in Gender Equality is Your Boss Too in this particular essay by Emma? So in her speech, Gender Equality is Your Issue Too, Emma Watson argues that achieving gender equality requires the active involvement of everyone, especially men and boys, not just women. She explains that feminism is often misunderstood as being anti men, but in reality, it's about equal rights and opportunities for both sexes. Emma Watson highlights how gender stereotypes harm both women and men. For example, women face discrimination and limited opportunities, while men are pressured to suppress their emotions and appear macho. She points out that no country has achieved full gender equality, and many women around the world still lack basic rights like equal pay and education. Additionally, she emphasizes that men also suffer from rigid gender expectations, especially in mental health. Emma Watson calls for society to see gender as a spectrum, allowing everyone to be strong and sensitive without any judgment. She stresses the urgency of collective action through the He for She campaign, and she encourages everyone to step forward and advocate for equality, reminding us that change depends on all of us asking one question: if not me, who? If not now, when? So this is how we have discussed here 5 marks questions, and now we shall start the discussion of 10 marks questions. So the very first question for 10 marks we have here. Next, please, is a poem about unfulfilled expectations. What's the answer for this question? In this poem, Philip Larkin explains how people spend most of their lives waiting for something good to happen. He says we always look forward to the future, thinking that it will bring us happiness, success, or some kind of reward. We wait patiently day after day, believing that life will give us what we deserve. This habit of waiting and hoping becomes so common that it turns into a bad habit. Instead of living and enjoying the present moment, we keep thinking next something better will come. Philip Larkin compares our hopes to beautiful ships coming towards us from the sea. These ships look bright and full of promises, but they never stop, they never give us anything, they just pass by and become part of the past. We are left with nothing but disappointment. In the end, Philip Larkin says that the only ship that surely comes to us is the black sailed ship which stands out for death, which stands for death. It brings silence, not joy or reward. Through this, he shows that life doesn't always give us what we expect. And while we keep waiting for good things, time passes by, and all that really comes in the end is called death. The poem reminds us not to waste life waiting too long for something that may never come. Second question for 10 marks. Describe the relationship between Joe and Delia. Joe and Delia have a very loving and caring relationship. They both dream of becoming great artists, Joe as a painter and Delia as a singer. Because their dreams require time and practice, they decide to live simply and save money. They can focus on their art. At first, they are happy and hopeful, living in a small apartment, sharing their dreams and encouraging each other. Their love is strong because they share the same passion and support each other emotionally. When the money runs out, they face a big problem. Instead of giving up on their dreams or worrying each other, both Joe and Delia secretly take ordinary jobs at a laundry to earn money. They don't tell each other the truth because they want the other person to keep believing that they are doing well with their art. This shows how much they care for each other. They sacrifice their comfort and even their dreams without complaining. They protect each other's feelings by hiding their struggles and showing a deep respect and love. When the truth finally comes out, they laugh and they cry together, understanding that their love is more important than the individual dreams. They realize that their sacrifices were a service of love, doing hard things for each other without expecting anything in return. In this manner, Joe and Delia's relationship is built on love, trust, sacrifice, and mutual support. They put each other's happiness above their own difficulties, proving that true love means being there for each other through through thick and thin. Third question for 10 marks. Discuss how Emma Watson presents gender equality as a shared responsibility. Emma Watson presents a gender equality as a shared responsibility by emphasizing that it is not only a women's issue, but it's a human rights issue, which involves everyone, men and women alike. She challenges the common misconception that feminism is about hating men. She clarifies. She says that it's about equal rights and equal opportunities for both the sexes, both highlighting how rigid gender roles also negatively affect men, such as the pressure to appear macho and hide emotions, which can lead to mental health struggles. Watson shows that men suffer under inequality also. This helps men to see gender equality as something that will improve their own lives as well, encouraging them to become active participants rather than bystanders in the movement. Emma Watson further calls on men to become allies through the He for She campaign, urging them to support women's rights and to challenge harmful stereotypes. She explains that when men are freed from expectations to be aggressive or controlling, women will no longer feel pressure to be submissive, creating a more balanced and fair society. By inviting men to be the he for she, WhatsApp sorry Watson Emma Watson stresses that real progress depends on cooperation between genders. She also appeals to personal responsibility, asking everyone to consider, if not me, who? If not now, when? This call to action makes clear that achieving gender equality requires everyone's involvement, making it a shared duty that benefits society as a whole. So that was the 50 marks questions from all the 6-7 lessons. Now we are going to discuss the 30 marks questions from grammar. And among 30 marks questions, the very first question we have here, reading comprehension. That's for 5 marks. You have to read the passage and you need to solve the questions set on the passage. So for second semester BBA, according to model question paper, they'll ask you the multiple choice questions to answer from the given passage. So you can pause the video and you can read the passage and you can go through the answers. Now the next question you have here, correct the following sentences. Now in this particular section, you'll be having 5 questions and those 5 questions will have the errors as far as the subject-verb agreement is concerned. You need to identify the error and you need to rewrite the answer. How is it? Let's see. Question number 1, my guide and my friend and guide has always been there for me in difficult times. So let me tell you, there's no error in this question. You know why? Because my friend and guide are both are one. Suppose if it is written here, my friend and the guide, it means my friend is one subject, the guide is second subject. Then in such case, it will be have always been there for me in difficult times. So my friend and guide is one person. That's the reason it is here singular helping verb. So there's no change here. The committee are divided on the issue of salary. Committee is a we can say it's a singular noun, so it's been always taken as the singular subject. So in such case, it's in the present tense. We are not going to change the tense here. So it's a singular subject. We cannot use are, we should use is. The committee is divided on the issue of salary hikes. So you can see here very minor errors. Either the teachers nor the principal have to address the students. Now, what's the error here? Error is you have. Remember, whenever you have the sentence either or, neither nor, you should see the second subject. First subject teachers, second subject principal. So look at this subject here. Second subject is a plural or singular. Principal is a singular. So this second subject will decide the helping verb. If this second subject is singular, helping verb should be singular. If this second subject is plural, helping verb should be plural. See here, the principal means one. It means singular subject. So in such case, it should be the principal has to, not have. Got it now? So it's very important. Suppose the question is in reverse manner. Either the principal or the teachers. If teachers come here, it will become have. Principal singular subject. This immediate subject will decide the helping verb. That is a formula in subject-verb agreement. Golden rule. Either or, neither nor. There was many reasons why he decided to leave the company. See here, there was many reasons, not singular, plural. So reasons plural, helping verb should also be plural. Same tense. Tense will not change. Past tense only. So many, there were many reasons. 1 minute. Where is it? Yeah. There were many reasons why he decided to leave the company. So what's the answer? Were. Instead of was, were. Last question. The book, along with its illustrations, were praised by the critics. So whenever the phrase comes here along with, it's always considered as the singular subject, not the plural. Right? So in such case, it will be here was praised, not were. Along with means it is a singular subject, the book, as well as illustrations. That means it's a singular subject. Okay, it's associated with the book. Book is only one book, hence was praised. So you can watch my special video on the topic Concord. Concord, the link I have mentioned in the description box. You can watch that video. Definitely you will get the best marks. Concord, right? Let's move to the next question. Rewrite the given paragraph in reported speech. Okay. Rahul said, I have completed my assignment on time. What's the answer? Rahul said that he had completed his assignments on time. His friend Meera asked, did you check for any mistakes? His friend Meera asked if he had checked. Why he had checked? Because it's in the past tense. This is a past perfect. Past tense will change to past perfect. Rahul replied that he had reviewed it twice before submitting. Meera advised that it was always good to proofread before submission. So you need to change the verb here. So watch my special video on direct and indirect speech, and the link is in the description box. That video is for how many marks? I'm sorry, I have done about 50 exercises, 50 questions. I have solved 50 questions. So that video will help you to solve any questions. So don't get confused, sir. It's in the paragraph. It's saying you take one direct, you take first one by one, you solve it. Then it will become a paragraph. That's for 5 marks. Next question you have here, prefix and suffix. So what prefix we can use, what suffix we can use for act? For suffix, ion. So it will become action. Act for action. For fortune, either fortunately or unfortunate. Unfortunate prefix, fortunately ly suffix. Here suffix ion action. Next question you have here, digital communication. So I've seen in your textbook you have vocabulary for digital communication that you need to by heart, mug up, swallow, or eat, whatever. You have to remember the vocabulary for digital communication. Please do refer for more details your textbook in under the caption vocabulary. So here 2 marks questions will be asked here. The process of storing data online instead on a local device is known as a no option. You have to think cloud storage. That means cloud storage. A video and audio meeting conducted over the internet is called video conference. What's the answer? Video conference. So this question vocabulary for digital communication, you have to do a better way only from the textbook which you have. There you go to vocabulary section. There you have about 50 words are there. You need to remember those 50 words if you want to get 2 marks out of out. Okay. Now moving to the next question. Yeah, there's one more question from the same uh, vocabulary for digital communication. Difference between spam and phishing. So spam is unwanted bulk messages, usually for advertising. Phishing is a scam to steal personal information by pretending to be a trusted source, like sending message for money or clicking on the particular links. So this question is also from vocabulary for digital communication. 3 marks, totally 2 plus 1. Now next question. Yeah, this question is very important. Uh, Data interpretation. Here you have choice. You will be given here two questions in two different manners. The table below shows the performance of tennis players in 5 consecutive tournaments. Answer the questions based on it. So you have to go through this table very thoroughly, its database, and you need to answer the questions like this. So you can pause this table and you can go through the answers, right? Like this. Okay, this is one type of data interpretation. Suppose you don't like this kind of question, you have another choice. Here, one more choice you have here. The pie chart given below shows the different causes of water pollution. Based on the information, write a short paragraph explaining the main reasons for water pollution and how they affect the environment. So this is more easier, I would say. You can write anything which comes in your mind having seen the data. So you can say that this pie chart shows the different reasons of water pollution. 50% water pollution is done by the domestic sewage, right? Then you can see this erosion 25%, 12%, 8%, right? For bathing only 5%, or washing the clothes. In this manner, we can see that these are the reasons for the water pollution. Then you can give some examples how they are affecting the environment. So moreover, it's a like creative writing where with those given data you are explaining in your own words. So you have this choice also as you wish. This is for 5 marks. I have not given any answer to this question. Better you describe it in your own words. Similarly, one more question is here, last question, paragraph writing. Here, two topics will be given. You have to select one topic to write a paragraph on the given topic. This for 5 marks. I have not given any answer to this question because definitely they will not ask the same topics. They'll give some unique topic. But I'll give you one advice that how to write a paragraph on a given topic. Remember three important key points whenever you are developing a paragraph. One is a topic sentence. Topic sentence means the first two sentences should say that on which topic you're writing. You write in such a manner if a reader should think, okay, this paragraph is about this topic. Then you write the content. Then the last sentence should be like a concluding remark. Hence, thus, in this way, in my opinion, in my words, right? You conclude it. So this is a structure of a paragraph, topic sentence, content, and the concluding remark. Then your paragraph will be more effective, and also give the title to your paragraph, the name of the topic, because then the question is here. You'll be getting 1 mark if you write the name of the topic, though it's already given in the question paper. So this is how you can develop the paragraph writing. So friends, this is how I have tried my best to solve the second semester BBA General English model question paper for the BCU students. For more in detail, if you want to go through, you can watch my videos on all the chapter summary, Concord, data interpretation, and reported speech. All videos have already been done. Links are in the description box or in the playlist. So thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe my channel if you have not yet done it. I'm not much connected with the BCU students because I teach for the BU students. In spite of that, I have done this work so that you can get the benefit during the examination. Subscribe it, forward this video to your friends, let everybody get benefit. And thank you so much. I wish you very good luck for the examination. Stay in tune with my channel for the next two more semesters. Thank you.